Managing risks in a laboratory setting is crucial to ensure the safety of personnel, protect the environment, and maintain the integrity of research or testing processes. Here are some steps involved in laboratory risk management. 1. Hazard identification. Identify potential hazards in the laboratory environment. This includes chemical hazards, biological hazards, physical hazards, such as radiation or electrical hazards, and ergonomic hazards. Assess the risks associated with each hazard. 2. Risk assessment. Evaluate the identified hazards to determine the likelihood and severity of potential incidents or accidents. This assessment helps prioritize risks and focus on areas that require immediate attention. Consider factors such as the quantity and toxicity of substances used, exposure routes, and the potential consequences of mishandling. 3. Risk control. Implement measures to control or mitigate identified risks. This may involve engineering controls, administrative controls, and personal protective equipment, (PPE). Examples include installing fume hoods, implementing safety interlocks, using shielding for radiation sources, establishing safety protocols for handling hazardous substances, and providing appropriate PPE like gloves, lab coats, and safety glasses. 4. Standard operating procedures, SOPs. Develop and implement comprehensive SOPs for laboratory operations. SOPs should include safety guidelines, operating procedures for specific tasks or equipment, waste management procedures, emergency response plans, and other relevant protocols. Train laboratory personnel on these SOPs and ensure compliance. 5. Training and education. Provide regular training and education to laboratory personnel on laboratory safety practices. This should include training on hazard identification, safe handling of chemicals and equipment, proper waste disposal, emergency response procedures, and any specific safety requirements related to their work. Keep records of training sessions and ensure employees are up to date with safety practices. 6. Equipment maintenance. Establish a regular maintenance schedule for laboratory equipment. Conduct routine inspections, calibration, and preventive maintenance to ensure equipment is functioning properly and safely. Keep detailed records of maintenance activities. 7. Chemical management. Implement proper chemical management protocols. This includes maintaining an accurate inventory of chemicals, ensuring proper labeling and storage of chemicals, minimizing the quantity of hazardous substances stored, and properly disposing of expired or unwanted chemicals. 8. Waste management. Develop and follow proper waste management procedures for laboratory waste, including hazardous and non-hazardous waste. This involves appropriate storage, segregation, labeling, and disposal of waste in accordance with local regulations and best practices. 9. Emergency preparedness. Develop an emergency response plan specific to laboratory operations. This should include procedures for handling chemical spills, fires, personal injuries, or other emergencies. Establish evacuation routes, ensure the availability and knowledge of emergency equipment, such as fire extinguishers, eye-wash stations, and first aid kits, and conduct regular drills to practice emergency procedures. 10. Continuous monitoring and improvement. Regularly monitor laboratory operations for potential risks and hazards. Encourage employees to report any safety concerns or near-miss incidents. Investigate accidents or incidents to identify root causes and implement corrective actions. Continuously improve safety practices based on lessons learned in changing circumstances. 11. Regulatory compliance. Stay updated with relevant safety regulations, standards, and guidelines applicable to laboratory operations. Ensure compliance with these requirements to maintain a safe working environment and avoid potential legal or regulatory consequences. Remember, laboratory risk management is an ongoing process that requires active participation and commitment from all personnel. Regularly review and update safety protocols, conduct periodic risk assessments, and foster a culture of safety awareness and communication within the laboratory.